And we are coming down in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your host, Cupcake the Riddler, and I'm joined by
Mark.
Sheen Washable.
Nope.
The SA Souls.
And the Red of a Red Baron.
I like how you're not SA, you're the SA. you're not Puerto Rican or Mexican, but you're like a Mexican SA. Like a Mexican homework assignment.
Mm-hmm. That's what they called me, the homework assignment.
You know, I could see that.
I've been assigned, and you guys can't figure me out.
Now coming to the plate, the homework assignment. He's batting 121 on the year.
Having a career season.
4 RBIs. Solo shots.
Did you guys see that Family Guy clip? I know I sent it in one of our chats, but it was like Peter. He's like, it's Game 7 of the World Series. Peter steps to the plate, and he strikes out looking. He is going down to the minors.
What are you guys drinking?
Poland Spring.
Pussy.
Listen, I didn't think I was going to make it.
From Stony Creek Brewery, Citrus Sunset.
Where are they?
Citrus Sunset Brewing.
Stony Creek Brewery making...
There it is. Mark, if you would like, there is a Solo Michelob Ultra in the fridge that's up for grabs.
All right.
I am currently having, I didn't finish Saturday night. I had a glass of Crown Royal, and I ended up, adding some ginger ale to it, and then decided I had enough to drink because I just, shouldn't have any more. So I put it in the fridge, and then I transferred that to a travel coffee mug today, and that's what I have right now.
Dude.
What is your life?
You're going to end up on a TV show, and not in a good way.
Well, that's not fair.
What Crown Royal is it?
Just a plain one.
What ginger ale was it?
It was a
Schweppes.
It was a Schweppes.
Sure.
It was ShopRite store brand.
No, it's Schweppes. I'm fairly certain. I don't know. It's not Canada Dry.
If you buy Schweppes, that means that you probably eat cheese nips.
No, I have Cheez-Its. I bought them. I don't mind cheese nips. It's worse, but
They're baked in a car engine, so. So what's up, guys?
What's going on?
I don't know the last time I was here.
It's been a while. I spent a lot of times here alone. Just me and the fan.
It was probably cooler though.
It's pretty warm.
You can turn the fan.
That's all. At some point, I'm probably gonna end up sitting over there next to you.
Yeah. It's funny. As soon as we just said the fan, it just it changes to the slower setting. It just did that. So that sucks.
You guys should just buy 5-pound bags of ice and sit on them.
I consider doing that.
Would make my legs cold.
Soggy bottom.
Shriveled grundle.
Soggy bottom boys.
That's right. Kyle, sing the song.
I tell you.
Soggy bottom.
Moving on.
Turning 30 has not been kind.
How so?
Pretty much the week after, had the plantar fasciitis thing. Probably have another abscess in my face. Pretty sure I pulled my groin tonight. Just gradually going downhill.
Just an old broken man.
It all started with the flip.
I'm sorry?
It all started with
Is
my
that Spanglish?
Hey man, shut the fuck up, yeah?
French Canadian?
Man. Little Nova Scotia in
Guess
there.
what? It's going to turn to Jamaican.
Yes, it is.
Kyle, can
Tostadas, Mon.
you give us some Trump, Kyle?
some Trump. People can't hear because I have to whisper.
Come on, you could do it.
You know, I didn't rape that girl. She raped me.
That was taken from an actual interview.
I heard a pretty funny line today that will make that brings two arguments together very well.
What do you got?
Ben Roethlisberger is Tim Tebow without Jesus.
I don't understand.
I'm not saying I'm against it. I would just like to hear an explanation so I could choose a side.
Well, I think what the argument that they were making, because I kind of like tuned into that and it was like a live thing. The gist that I got was that both. I think that they were making the argument that Ben was a severely overrated quarterback for his career, like Tebow's was overrated, and that like they both were kind of just like they had athleticism, but they both kind of just looked like blind groundhogs running around.
Well, that guy's an idiot.
So is the stance that just Ben was overrated? Is that what we're getting?
I think that was part of it.
Well, that's pretty spot on.
I disagree.
That like Tim Tebow is just goes to church, doesn't rape women.
I mean, you figure like he was carried by a lot of great receivers.
Man, I'm gonna punch my head.
Kendall's trying not to get mad, but I see him shaking his head.
Names like Limas Swede and Derek Moy.
What would he be without Brown and Hines Ward?
What would they be without Ben?
And Mike Wallace.
And Mike Wallace?
Manuel Sanders. He sucked there, but still.
Martavis Bryant.
Plaxico Burress.
I only
Juju
think he had Ben for like a year.
Santonio Holmes.
Yeah, look what happened when he left the Steelers.
But without Santonio Holmes, you lose to Larry Fitzgerald.
That's right.
I just remember Plaxico's time at Pittsburgh, him catching the ball in the middle of the field, not touched, spikes the ball, fumbles. Unbelievable.
Sanders did that a few times.
Did he?
Well, he didn't spike it. He just kind of fumbled it.
He just kind of let go of it.
Then he went to Denver and was really good.
Yep.
That he was.
Where is he this year?
Is he
Buffalo?
New Orleans.
I was saying it was either the Bills or New Orleans.
New
I
Orleans
forgot
is right.
the order.
I think he's in No, Jarvis Landry's in New Orleans.
They both might be there.
Mm.
No, did Sanders sign a 2-year deal with Buffalo?
Sanders might still be in Buffalo.
Hmm.
And then
It's a bad picture.
He's a free agent.
So, Toast. I don't know. The past 2 weeks have kind of been fuzzy for me, so I'm not sure when things have happened. But I don't think this happened last week when you guys did the show. But toast to the NBA for being the third league to retire a number league wide.
Bill Russell?
Yes, thank you for stealing it.
I didn't steal it. I was helping.
No, Kyle, you just put your heritage into full swing there.
That happened today.
It didn't happen today. That happened like 4 days ago.
It's hit this week, man. This week.
Kyle,
God,
today
sorry.
is this week.
You're this week.
But yeah, number 6 will be retired across the league, which I think is awesome because that means that the Miami Heat can't retire LeBron James's number now.
That's a good point. It's funny.
I'm trying to think who else wore 6 in the NBA that would be like good.
But I mean, they can't do like their own like. Does the NBA do like a Ring of Honor type thing? Like,
not really. They don't really do that kind of thing. And I think the reason is because like in the NBA, if a player was good enough, they just retire it because your roster is really, I mean, at max like 10 to 12 players. So it's like even like a storied franchise like the Lakers or the Celtics are so far from being in danger of not having numbers.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like baseball, like the Yankees run into that problem, are going to run it, but that's because like you have almost 30 guys on the roster. At
No
any given
single
time.
digits left.
Right, like so, but you have like 30 guys on the roster. You know, football you got 52, so it's like how many can you really retire?
Unless they want to get to the hundreds.
Decimals.
I don't think they should get to the hundreds. I think what they should do is they should start they should start implementing more two-position players.
I look at like the retiring numbers thing, but at some point they're gonna have to not do it anymore. Like they're gonna have to be like, all right, it's all open. You know, you still do the Ring of Honor and the whole thing, but like, come on.
Maybe you bring it back with Roman numerals.
Well, you're already seeing it.
Exactly.
Like,
That's what I mean.
Like the Steelers and the Bears are very good examples. Like nobody's going to wear 54 anytime soon, but they can't retire it because they need to have that option to wear it.
You let some time pass.
Good linebackers, like the Steelers. What, like Lynn Swan's number's not retired, right?
No, only like Mean Joe Green, like one other guy is actually retired.
No, you guys have more than like 2 retired.
I know nobody's worn 12 since Bradshaw.
I pulled my awesome Buco off the.
Well, that's what I kind of like that idea. Is like if you kind of reserve numbers, and then you know if you kind of like hand it to somebody, you know, type deal, and then it kind of passes on. Like if it's a storied number for that franchise, you know, like the next person to wear 12 for New England,
right?
You know, and you kind of pass it along.
So the Steelers only have 2 officially retired numbers.
But that's what I mean. Like, I'm almost saying that like they shouldn't, not just the Steelers, but like anybody, there shouldn't be any retired numbers. You know, each team can have their, you know, the Yankees have the Monument Park and you have your own thing. But you know, say if somewhere down the line that you have and you say, hey, do you want to wear this number? You know, and add your name to this list of players that have worn number 2 for the, you know, like. I think that could be a pretty cool way to do it.
Or maybe just none of those guys are actually that good.
Well, that's not true.
I mean, Troy Polamalu was at best the second best safety in that division.
Oh, that yeah, I'm on that team.
Oh, man, don't hit people so bad.
Kyle, I've always been on the Ed Reed Polamalu train.
The argument is pretty set.
I think Troy Polamalu was a better football player than Ed Reed, but I think Ed Reed was a better safety. I think Troy Polamalu should have been an outside linebacker, really.
Probably wouldn't have blown that play to Tebow.
But he didn't.
He didn't blow shit. Ike Taylor did.
Where was he? He should have been there.
Ike Taylor blew it.
Should have been there. Safety help.
I saw a play where Troy Polamalu blitzed and then made a tackle 45 yards downfield. Where was he on that play then? I'm just saying.
But Ryan,
you guys let a future AAA Met beat you.
They're going to retire. The Mets are going to retire his number.
Could you imagine?
Down in Port St. Lucie, up in the rafters.
We'll be right up there between Kevin Spacey and Kevin James.
Man, that's funny.
The Rumble Ponies.
The Binghamton Rumble Ponies.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so I kind of forgot that I already forgot that we're doing that draft this weekend.
Yeah, it's funny, Kyle. They mentioned before we came on, they're like, so on Sunday we're going. And I was like, oh, that's this Sunday.
Yeah, we're doing something. We're gonna do something with like an injury draft. We're gonna figure out how exactly we're gonna do it. But that way, if anybody loses anybody during preseason, they can pick up a player. But like, it's gonna be like a. Like we're gonna be like I'm not gonna be overly lenient on it. I don't think, because I've been looking like how other people do it and stuff. Like if somebody gets hurt for like 6 weeks, I don't know if it really constitutes you being able to draft another player.
Hey.
Because it's tough. It depends on who it is. Like let's just say let's say for example for Ha-Ha's, let's say that like Alvin Kamara gets hurt for 6 weeks. Like he's still getting drafted,
right, on
draft night.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's not drafting him. Yeah, it's not going to be in the first round, but he's not getting drafted.
Yeah, everyone will sit on it.
Right, like there's going to be like a certain, like, I don't know, there's going to be like a certain way we kind of like look at it. Like Jarvis Landry we talked about him. Like if he was injured and out for 6 weeks, then he might go undrafted and someone will try to pick him up like week 2 or 3 on the waiver wire. But like, like if, Derrick Henry all of a sudden, has an injury and is out for 6 or 8 weeks, he's still getting drafted.
Yeah, there will always be. I mean, is it the type of thing? We renewed the league, but can you add more roster spots to just have more people to draft on draft night, or no?
No, I don't think you do it that way. I think what you do is you just hold like we hold some sort of like an injury type draft type of thing, and you pick a player, and then we kind of like figure it out. Like if you lose a player, I don't know. Like I'm gonna think about it all week and then present a couple options on Sunday. But like, let's just say you pick Derrick Henry and he goes down for 8 weeks, like on Tuesday. You know, like then we hold like a very quick, like impromptu via text draft for the people that lost guys to injury. You pick a player that's left before, you know, we won't open up the free agency pool until we do that draft. So you pick a guy that's still available, you get that guy, and then when Derrick Henry is, you know, deemed eligible to play, you have to pick. You can either let go of Derrick Henry or you let go of the guy that you drafted in his place. Mm-hmm. So if it turns out to be, let's just say, like you go, okay, I'm going to draft, you know, I don't know, somebody that's not going to be super, like the backup running back for the Bears. And then like David Montgomery goes down week 2 and this guy's fucking killing it and putting up 32 points a week. You know, it's like you don't get to keep them all season. You have to make the decision on who you're gonna cut.
I look at it as, I mean, I'd like to do it for this year anyways, where we get away from the waiver wire and go to the fob money and just let, you know, if you're going to replace them, then whoever's going to spend.
No, right. Like, I agree with that type of option, but I'm saying, like, so, like, if, like, let's just say you, Mock, like, you draft Derrick Henry, he goes down for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Because we did the draft early, because we had to do the scheduling conflicts, you shouldn't be forced to give up Derrick Henry.
No, I agree. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'll go with your example. If I draft Derrick Henry, he goes down, I now have to go pick somebody up. So say if I have Derrick Henry, he gets hurt. Someone else has Jonathan Taylor. Same thing, right? So I would almost prefer it if I'm in that situation where the draft order isn't kind of left to chance, where if we have the fob money, whichever person pays more for, and you just keep going, you know, because it really, I mean, how would you determine that, like a random draft order, but that it's still just like a second coin flip?
Well, you could decide it by where that player was drafted.
Right, that's the order it would go. So, like, if you lose Derrick Henry, I lose Devontae Adams, and Kendall loses Julio Jones.
Well, hold on, he's taking him in the first round, so.
Right, but like Derrick Henry was picked 3rd overall.
I got you.
8th, you know what I mean? Like, so then you would get the first pick because you lost the highest picked guy. Like, just for the injury replacement, and then the rest of the season it would be the auction for just players. You know what I mean? But like because we're doing the draft so early, people who, which I mean, we're really not, I guess, because next weekend would be week 2 of preseason.
There's only 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's really only one more week risk, but
and they're not going to play week 3.
Right. So it would just be like a safety net for, just because we're doing it before preseason's over. You know, those people get the opportunity to, because everyone that's drafted, it's all a crapshoot on who you take anyway. At that point, but I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about
it. I would really like. I mean, of course, we'll put it to a vote with the league and everything, but I would like to get away from the waiver wire and move over to the fob money.
So by doing that, does that make more sense? Like, do you transition to like a more dynasty style league by doing that?
No. All it is, Kendall, is you get like $200. Mm-hmm. Say, I don't know if you can affect the number, but say it's $200. You have that for the season. There's no waivers. So
there's waivers after that.
Well,
after that period of money.
What I mean, there's no waiver. There's no waiver priority.
Mm-hmm.
So our waiver is always clear Wednesday morning. So what would happen is, say Monday night you want to pick somebody up, you go in and you say, I'm going to try and get this guy for $10. Mm-hmm. Whoever bids the most for that player Wednesday morning gets him. The other guys keep their money. Once the waiver clears, then you can pick people up for free. But it just makes it, I don't know, like the waiver priority, I don't like it. You know, the fob thing, I think it makes it where you have to kind of.
And it's all handled in the app?
Oh, it's all on the app. Yeah.
I think this is way worse for Mock to do it this way. Because Mock's at 75 waiver moves by week 2. So he's going to be broke
out
by week
of
3.
money. But no, what I like about that process is it gives every player, like every fantasy player, a fair shot at anybody that's available.
So what happens if two people bid the same amount and like let's just say it's week one. Let's just say for ha-has, let's say it's week one, and here, this is a good example. So let's say, let's say we're going into it, nobody drafts Deshaun Watson. And then something comes out right before week one where it's like, hey, Deshaun Watson's suspension's is gonna be lifted. That's not gonna happen, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, what if three people just go, okay, $200? Like, fuck it, I'll just throw it all at what happens then? Like, how does it determine who gets it? Is it like, does it go on a priority base then?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever like come across that.
You know, it's funny. I was trying to type so fast as you were saying that to find the answer.
It's like, spending all your money is like ridiculous. But like, think about it. Like, you get to like week 15, and two people only have $15 left or something like that. Or like, not even that. Like, what if like it doesn't even have to be all your money that's left? Like, what if Kyle and I both put $9 on?
So
fucking...
it looks like there will be like a waiver priority if there is. I mean, this is just a quick answer. I don't even know if this is for. I don't know if it makes a difference between like Yahoo, Sleeper, ESPN, whatever. But it looks like there is like a background priority, and
So it's just if you happen to bid the same as somebody else, it goes to kind of like a coin flip. Now, can you see what other people bid?
Oh, not.
It tells you. It tells you after.
It tells you after, like when when it clears.
But like if I go look at it and it's like Darnell Mooney up there, like it won't show me that like, oh, Kyle bid $12.
No, but you'll see. So like if Kyle bids the 12 and you bid say 10 on that Wednesday morning when the waivers clear, it'll show you who bid and like how who did what.
So
now does it tell you if a player has a bid on it but doesn't tell you how much?
So you're kind of in the dark, like
you're in the dark. You're saying, "Hey, this is what I'm willing to spend on this guy," and off you go.
Man, we should. I know we can't do it via Yahoo, but I'll do the legwork. Not this season, but next season. I'd like to figure out a way to do it where you can incorporate your fucking free agency money into trades.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
You can. So I can be like, "Hey, Kyle, I want Devontae Adams. I'll give you fucking Darnell Mooney and this player and $50."
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Oh, man. I also want to start trading draft picks.
Players for cash.
All I know is I will sell out as much as possible. I will go full LA Rams.
Mock.
Yeah.
Off topic. Frank texted me asking if you were in.
Well, this is an off-air conversation.
Yeah, I know, but we're already talking fantasy, and this is fantasy.
Yeah, but this is not fantasy.
This is an off-air conversation.
Frank, if you're listening, Mock doesn't have an answer for you.
There we go. This would be a 7 leagues for Kyle.
So you said you had some things?
Yes, I do.
Kendall?
We can. Right. There's a couple things we can do. I was wondering if you guys wanted to make.
No.
We can do like not a Pittsburgh playlist, but we can make it like a group effort, like what we would deem as like the best like party playlist to have. Like pick 15 songs. We could debate what we deem makes the cut.
Are we being nice to each other?
No, I mean like stuff within.
I would need like a specific event.
So in my mind, it would just be like, all right, we're going to somebody's house or a campground.
Let's call it the campground. When we were camping that weekend, right. We need a playlist.
We got to put together 15 songs.
Right, see, yeah, right. Exactly. So like, because like it's like if we were talking like pre-gaming for a party, then it would be totally different.
Mm-hmm.
So Uptown Girl,
Piano Man.
I see where we're going already.
We didn't start the fire.
That's why. Are we being nice to each other?
No, look.
Actually, I'd like to just submit the entire Oliver and Company soundtrack.
Awesome soundtrack, courtesy
Billy Joel's the main character.
Listen, credit where credit's due. That is an awesome soundtrack.
I'd also like to put in Vienna, not the sausage. She's Always a Woman would be good. Moving Out would be good. Only the Good Die Young. We hit 15
Big Shot.
yet?
You like Big Shot?
Big Shot's okay. I like Big Shot.
Zanzibar.
Trumpets.
No, Kyle.
All right.
Oh, it's just Billy Joel on a trumpet, just blowing away.
Same amount of sweat.
Like, you guys like hot cross buns?
Can we do all 15 of Jason Derulo's singles that have never been on an actual album?
The guy just carries singles. It's amazing. It seems like every 2 years there's a song that just dominates the airwaves.
Do you remember, like, in high
comes out
school?
with a song. He just comes out with a song and then does TikToks till he's broke and comes out with another song.
Do you remember in high school? It was my senior year where, like, Lil Wayne was releasing a new track, like, every 4 days.
Yeah.
And they were all pretty good.
It was, like, ridiculous.
It was like the summer of Akon.
Yeah, then he went to Africa.
And the worst part is that Jeff had every single one of those songs, and we knew them all by heart.
Akon's head's so square that he kind of looks like a Minecraft character.
Dude, have you guys ever seen the video of, like, Akon calling some kid on stage, and he picks him up and throws him?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Kendall, you should try and cue it up. He, like, calls for this kid to come on stage, and he just, like, fucking John Cena's him off.
I mean, I'm just going to search Akon throws kid.
It'll come up. Also, do you guys know that YouTube is allowing you to minimize the app on your iPhones now? Because I just found that out. Yep, that top one.
I've always been able to do that.
Well, I know you've had premium, but I don't, and now you can do it, which is really cool.
I got premium just for the music portion of it, like in the car. Because they make sure they give you an ad every, like, 2 songs.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Kyle, do you pay for yours, or?
Yeah, I pay for mine, faggot.
Easy.
I'm glad you came out of me. I'm sorry.
Dude,
no, Kyle, I have a question for you about your YouTube Premium.
Yeah, what's up?
The guy comes on the stage for like 2 seconds.
Now, Kyle, you pay for YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
Do you still not have it logged into your PlayStation, so you still watch ads on your YouTube?
I have it connected to my phone, so.
So Kyle, when I was living with Kyle, he signed up for YouTube Premium, but then never logged into his PlayStation and just watched ads, even though he was paying $15 to not watch ads.
Classic souls.
I love ads.
Shut up,
love it. See with the new, caffeinated seltzers that's available. Something with lime and.
Put the lime in the coconut.
And then what? And then what do you do with it?
You drink the ball up.
Drink the ball.
Sorry?
You don't have to inflate the ball or anything. You just drink it up.
And you say, doctor.
So, 15 songs.
Dude, fuck this guy.
Who?
Paul, a guy posted a thing that he shot a 12 under at Page.
Wow. That's pretty good.
So fuck him.
Guy's a liar.
It was me. And I lied.
That would be pretty funny. Just try to, like, coerce people to start shitting on you. Like, nope, it was me.
Just comment. That guy stole my UDisc login.
Imagine that.
I did go, I played the course in Orange today. And got lost. Because they put in, like, a couple of alternate T-pads, and I didn't realize it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, man, I really don't remember this.
Was it still in good condition?
It's decent. There was a guy there working on it when I was there.
And we mock pulled a Kyle 2.0.
I'm sorry?
You before we went to the Philly trip, you did.
Oh, yeah. We never told Kyle about that, did we?
I think we did.
Kyle, did we tell you what we did?
No.
So, before the Philly trip, we found a unmarked disc at the Orange course. So we put your phone number on it and said, call for a good time, and then threw it into the woods.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that, and nobody has ever called me.
Yeah, well, I left another one today. in a much more findable spot.
I tell you what, when I threw that disc though, I thought it landed on like Three's fairway. It looked like it was in the area.
Maybe I almost every hole I stepped up to there, and I was like, yeah, I don't remember this.
Well, there's the Chris Masters of the world. They probably found that disc and just pocketed it. Oh, new disc.
Oh, cool.
Phone number? I'm just gonna cross that out.
What was funny is it was a lightweight like Wraith, and when I went to chuck it, I threw it and I was like, kind of wish I had that one back.
I remember that Snoopy jade that I got?
Yes.
I was like, that jade is 141.
Nice.
I couldn't even imagine throwing that.
Dude, I'm telling you, that you were with me when I bought the 149 TL3.
Yeah.
That thing's pretty money.
I got a 162 Roadrunner the other day.
Nice.
Yep. Used to be Kyle, said he didn't want it.
Yeah, I gave it to him.
Yep. Which all works out because I'm pretty sure I bought it for him.
What plastic? The Star?
The Lucky Star. It's the one with the big Roadrunner like bird on it.
Yeah. It's a good disc.
163 though.
Yeah, I think the two that I have are 162, 163.
Kendall has no idea how much his weigh.
I do not.
You can fucking bomb those things.
All right, so 15 songs.
15 songs.
I thought we'd already named them all.
It sounded like it, but we didn't.
Oh, are we just going with a Billy Joel playlist?
I love you.
Love you too.
Shut the fuck up, Kendall.
Listen, you come on the air.
Are the carnitas ready?
You're gonna get a response.
Well, I think you got to start off. I mean, I know this song is pretty overused, but it's always funny. Nothing But a Good Time by Poison.
I got a feeling that's going to be on every playlist we make from now till the earth blows up.
Still to this day, even if I'm alone in the car, I built it out. Oh, the master texted me. Oh, Master wants to come on.
Whoa.
Right,
Full boat? Full boat?
Full.
I say we all sign off now.
Oh, man. Guys, thanks for tuning in. This has been the Sports Hour.
I mean, Nothing But a Good Time, I think, is a good one to have on there.
Yeah. This kind of dawned on me. So I heard Party Up like on sometime during the day. I was like, oh, that's always fun. I mean, what are your guys' feelings? I mean,
it's kind of aggressive for a campsite.
Yeah, I can see that. You are pretty much on the money there.
I would like to submit
now that
Achy Breaky Heart to the group.
See, now that Massey's here,
Seconded.
Massey's here, he could queue up an Excel spreadsheet for us.
I'm doing what?
Cheeseburger and
Hi,
pear.
Massey.
Hi.
Hi, Mass.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Mass.
Cheeseburger in Paradise for free.
I haven't talked to you in like 4 weeks, and that's how you greet me.
I haven't talked to anybody in like 4 weeks.
Suck his
That's
penis.
how you greet
Suck
us?
his penis.
It's a
Who's second who's?
It's a weird chant. It's very proper.
Man, I wish I had another one of those sandwiches. Take down 2 subs back to back. The Lincoln Reed.
There you go. That's the way to do it. Yeah, Achy Breaky Heart. It's got to be on there.
Listen, that's a classic song. Listen to it twice today.
Nice. I mean, just
We know.
the first couple of seconds, and it just hits you like, oh. My favorite thing is like we're at any function whatsoever. The song comes on, and it can be almost any of the songs. We're immediately looking around to make eye contact. Like, you hear it?
You guys hear it? You guys hear it?
Like a bunch of idiots.
They're playing it. Wait, the best part.
A song that I do like. Let me preface this, I do like this song, but after the first chorus, I'm kind of over it. Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
You know, it comes on, you're like, yeah, and then after the first minute,
You and me, babe. I don't know what he says.
Def Leppard is terrible.
I don't agree.
I don't know. I just
we don't
find it
have to
funny.
agree, but Def Leppard's terrible.
So I think to make the list, I think it would need, how many people we got here? Three people to say yay.
I'm in. How about Blitzkrieg Bop?
No. I
Uh,
fucking hate that.
Let the
song.
Drummer Kick by Citizen Cope.
I
don't know if I know
do
that.
have a song that I'm
Kyle, do you know the
surprised.
song? Hold on, real quick. Kyle, do you know the song in Accepted when Justin Long is just sitting in like the college like hallway and all the scenes are flashing by?
I'm sure I know it. I just
Kyle,
don't remember
you know it. This was a Jeff Martin song.
They're all Jeff Martin songs.
It's She's So High by Tom and Bach. But I'd like to. I have a
Keeping on the
song.
aggressive train. Can we go with No Hand if I walk the flock?
Bow, bow, bow.
Listen, that's a crowd pleaser.
That's one of the all-time jams.
What was that?
But we could put on "I Want You to Want Me" by Cheap Trick.
I like that song.
It's a good tune.
I'd like to just submit the entire Future album.
Kyle,
Well,
you shuffling
instead of-
cards?
Instead of I Want You to Want Me, can we do Surrender?
You want to know something? That's
song
the
is-
song I meant.
I Want You to Want Me is a great song, but I don't want to listen to that with a bunch of guys that I can. So.
Just arm in arm.
Is there like a ballad version?
You to fuck me.
Well, I put like 3 more holes in this thing.
Oh, the coaster? Actually, looks like an actual button now.
I put 3 holes in it.
I know Kyle's a big LMFAO guy.
Again, too aggressive for a campsite.
Shot.
Oh, man. Anything out of the Little John catalog?
Well, if we're looking to slow it down, there's 18 in Life by Skid Row. I like that song a lot.
No, it's a good
I
song.
listen to
But
it all
just,
the time.
just imagine, 12 o'clock on a Saturday, and kids are out, and just us slow headbanging. Kyle, you've been quiet. What about the Baja Men?
You guys don't like the other song by Baja Man.
You're right.
Yeah, they're a
I don't
one-hit
like any
wonder
of
for a
this.
reason.
Come on.
So, I'll suck it.
I'd like to submit "Hot for Teacher" by Van Halen. It's a good lead-off song.
Some good fill in there.
Kyle's submission is a Psychosocial by Slipknot.
Psychosocial.
God, do you want Daddy Yankee?
No, I was thinking more of Summer of '69.
Oh, some Bryan Adams.
It's a good camping song.
Oh, I got a good one.
I tell you what, I like that song, but I'm gonna get really tired of it real fast.
You get tired of all the songs. Right?
That's not true. I'll listen to "Achy Break Your Heart" on loop for hours.
Anything on the CD is always fucking.
The Way
We're done
Home
with.
is usually bad.
In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins.
All right.
Drake and Josh theme song.
No.
We'll listen to the Phil Collins song the first time, and then the other time, every time it's on, we'll all just stop what we're doing for the drum part and then go back to anything by Hollywood Undead.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, "Good Vibrations." That's a great song.
So it's a fun song.
I'm actually gonna put that on a playlist.
Tone Cloak.
Return of the Mac.
Good jam.
Yeah, I get pretty amped when that comes on.
Tone Loc, Wild Thing.
Bam, bam.
Wild Thing.
Massey,
Jump in the Line by Harry Belafonte.
What?
It's a song that goes, shake, 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 Sonata, shake your body line. That song's going to get real old real fast, but I love it.
The Macarena.
No.
Macarena.
Casper Slide.
The what?
The Casper Slide.
I don't know what that is.
All right.
I'm just.
So, is that a no?
I don't know what it is. I'm asking.
It's one of those dance songs.
Kyle, give us a couple of lyrics.
What was it?
The Casper Slide.
Oh, yeah. First you're gonna be a ghost. And then you're gonna slide to the right.
Then you're gonna stay a ghost.
Ooh. Yeah, Kyle's pretty much got it.
Yeah. Then you're going to hang out with your 3 boys that are dickheads to you. I'm Casper.
Anybody? You could put Twisted Sister on there.
Ooh.
Or The Doors.
We're not gonna take it. That's also not a bad song.
It is not a good song.
It's a good song.
It isn't. The song is trash. It's the most.
I'm not really a big fan of that song.
It's a pretty lame chant song.
I was gonna do something funny the other day, but I just didn't. On 102.9 they were playing that Joe Walsh song that you like a lot.
Life's Been Good.
Life's Been
Yeah.
Good.
I was gonna call Kendall and turn it up and then change it.
What about Gangster Paradise?
That would have been funny, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Change it, hang up.
So I like Gangsta's Paradise, but I don't know if that's like a hype song.
We're camping.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
We don't need to be hyped, dude.
All right, so then Cotton Eye Joe.
Here we go.
Listen, the third time that comes around.
But so, Kyle, would you like lose your mind if Gangsta's Paradise came on?
I mean, my mind wouldn't be lost with all these songs.
Ain't Gonna Hurt Nobody by Kid and Play.
Push It, Salt and Pepper.
Space Jam theme song?
Ending credits.
Bullet, Paprika and Pepper.
Ah. Kyle, what Lizzo song would you like?
I don't like Lizzo.
Also, yeah, I wish you
love
would go
Lizzo.
away.
I love Lizzo.
Love Lizzo?
I don't know what it is, but I have like a soft spot for like top 40 female artists.
I mean, I normally do, but she can go anywhere else.
No, I like that In a Minute song.
Anything by Jessie J is pretty good.
I was driving home from an event on Friday, and Natasha Bedingfield came on, and I let the Mayor Parkway know about it.
Which
you know
one?
what song also?
Pocket
You know what
Full
song
Sunshine?
also all about right now?
Unwritten.
Unwritten, yeah. What,
You know what
Paul?
song all about right now?
What's that?
Betty by Young Gravy.
Man, I'm an ignoramus.
He's basically so Young Gravy's kind of like he's like a kind of like a jokey type white rapper, but like it's like decent. And so he does a rap over "Never Gonna Give You Up." It's on
funny.
Instagram everywhere.
I've been
like
for
one of those-
Lucas Graham 7 years.
Oh, the Temptations.
We could put all of those on.
Ooh, the Car Wash song, but instead of the original version, this one that Will Smith sings in Ducktail.
You know what's a good camping song? Sunflower.
You on Post Malone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I was about to say that. I was just waiting.
Madison, you got any songs?
Um,
What's the one that you made us play in the CD to Pittsburgh?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't
Paul,
remember.
Hey, I
remember
thought-
that song?
I thought in baseball, if you hit into a double play, you didn't get the RBI.
You don't.
So
Well, no, if the run scores.
Not an RBI.
Fielder's choice, right?
It's field of choice. Oh, it's a double play.
no, just I just saw like a highlight thing that said like that. So Andrew Vaughn for the White Sox had the game-winning RBI in every game against the Tigers over the weekend, but the one on Sunday was he hit into a double play, but the game-winning run scored. So they said he had the game-winning RBI.
They probably didn't count it as a double play.
But they got the force out at second and at first. How would that not be a double play?
Because why wouldn't they go home with it?
But it's still a double play. Isn't the definition of a double play 2 outs in one
Like
play?
I said, they might have not counted the double play.
Well, that's weird.
That is weird.
Baseball or stats. Get up
A
on the-
double play occurs when 2 offensive players are ruled out within the same play.
Well, we knew that.
Suck it, souls. Oh wow, there's a whole grouping of people at this baseball game that look like they could be your family.
Nice.
Yeah. They're all wearing French, Puerto Rican, Canadian shirts.
Left in the dark. You were stuck by
pretty much did our music thing. Kendall, do you have the other thing that you said you wanted to talk about?
So I wanted to see. It's gonna be opinion based because it's how it is. But I think we should try to decide what the best comedy actors of, we'll call it the 2000s to now. We'll make like a top 10.
Can we go like 95 to now?
95 to now is fine.
All right, Adam Sandler.
But so that's fine. We're gonna determine is he gonna be number one. We could use movies
Let's
to
pick
back
the
it
10
up.
and then we rank them.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So Adam Sandler.
We're gonna need this list written down. Mass?
Yeah, that's fine.
Why you seem so sad?
I don't know.
Do I have to kiss you again?
I prefer not.
That's why he's sad.
Because I didn't kiss him. I know.
Well, you said again, implying that you did it once.
Right, and it sounded
I
kind of
kissed
negative.
all of you more than once.
He just yearns for your loin.
Dirty mouth.
Kyle, I'll be dead serious. I don't know that you've actually ever kissed me.
That was a big mistake.
We'll change that on Sunday.
Actually,
Also, Kendall, if it involves you, it's urine, not urine.
this is very true. I think at Kyle's wedding, everyone received a kiss.
I think it's a. Are we going to see Kendall behave on Sunday because he's got to go to work on Monday?
No.
No. No
He
shot.
poured his leftover drink into a travel cup. He's peeing on his living room floor.
I already have the Home Depot 5-gallon bucket. What I'm going to pee into.
Like in the house?
Queued up and ready to go.
But if you're in the house, you have the bathroom.
Don't have to go upstairs. Well, we can determine where we want to draft. I just figured it's nice and cold downstairs.
You got a hot house?
Yeah, but Kendall, if you do it downstairs, you can't ridiculously play music.
I can move the Alexa. we can determine where we want to do it.
Can we vote not your house?
Oh. Real nice.
Where are we going?
I think we should do it at Massey's house.
How many of you are there?
9.
All 9 coming?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, 9 of the 10 are coming.
Yeah.
Well, it would be 8 because you're already there.
That's a bad idea. There ain't nowhere to fit in here.
Yeah, your basement's plenty spacious.
Mm-mm.
Do you have a Home Depot bucket?
I do not.
Nobody's got a washing machine.
Oh, perfect.
I do.
Kendall, if you just put it on rinse cycle and pee into it while it's doing its thing, it's like it's sterile.
Just gotta
Because
clean
it's
my
sterile.
pee.
And I like the taste.
Okay, so we put Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey,
Yep.
Will Ferrell.
Yep.
Hold on. Okay.
I'm going Chris Farley, right?
I'll just put all these names on there and I'll read them back to you and you can tell me who to strike off if we go over.
So for Chris Farley, it's really going to determine when did Tommy Boy come out.
Like 94.
Tommy Boy
95.
came out, 95.
So I mean, we could put Chris Farley on that list. I mean, I don't know if he cracks the top 10 only because I feel like Chris Farley's comedic like talent is more like 80s to early 90s versus 90s to like 2000s.
Robin Williams.
Nah, Robin Williams again. I feel like he's more.
I also never found him that funny.
That's
Robin
because you're
Williams is
stupid.
very funny.
It's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's a stupid one.
Should we include
You're stupid, okay? You're stupid.
Mike Myers?
You can put like Mike Myers. He's definitely in for consideration. I mean, all the Austin Powers and Shrek.
What about Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy is. See, it's tough because like, are we going just based off of their movies, or are we going based off of like their whole resume?
I think if it's just comedic actors, then it's just movies.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, like you can put Eddie Murphy in there, but Eddie Murphy's like best stuff was the '80s.
Okay.
Bob Saget.
It's the same thing with like Tom Hanks. Like Tom Hanks used to make really good like comedy
Bob
type.
Saget?
Oh, wait, you said just on movies, right?
Yeah.
He was in Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, and that movie was fucking awful.
I was thinking more of it.
That scene was
stand
funny.
up.
That scene was pretty funny.
Yeah, there's shit everywhere.
So should we, some fringe people like the Vince Vaughns, Ben Stillers.
Vince Vaughn's not funny.
Vince Vaughn is funny, Kyle.
I mean, Vince Vaughn's got to be at least on this list before we nail it down. You figure
No, he
just
doesn't have to be because Vince Vaughn's movies where he's the main character aren't good.
Steve Carell.
Yeah. No, Steve Carell's movies suck.
I kind of agree, but is he worth putting on the list or no?
I mean, we can put everybody on this list and then narrow it down.
Oh,
What about Jack Black?
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, thank you.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jonah Hill.
Well, I mean, if
Tina
you're gonna put Vince Vaughn, then you got to put Kevin James.
McLovin.
Hold on. Kevin
James, just from that Sean Payton movie that he made.
Jason Sudeikis.
Jason Bateman.
Ed Helms.
Zach Galifianakis.
Charlie Day.
Hold on.
Horrible Bosses just kind of.
Well, Horrible Bosses was good. That teacher fight movie was pretty funny.
Ben Stiller.
Oh, with Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put Ben Stiller on there.
Man, remember he jerked off and it landed on his ear? Something about Mary? That's a funny scene.
Meet the Fockers was very funny.
Yeah.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Fuck him.
Okay.
The other guy from The Hangover.
I mean, it's really only for one movie franchise, but you could put Jason Biggs on there.
Yeah.
John Hamm's kind of funny.
And like I said, it's only for one movie franchise, but it's a huge franchise.
Yeah, I tell you, the first 3 American Pies, right? Because it was 1, 2, and then Wedding, right?
I think so.
Those might be the 3 funniest comedic series movies. They are so funny. When he fucks
Owen
the
Wilson?
pie.
Oh, I know.
Did we put Paul Rudd on there?
Yeah, I said Paul Rudd.
Did we put Jason Segel?
No.
I don't think we did.
Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, make sure he's number 1 on there.
Started typing and then I realized what you made me type. I just saw that name. Owen Wilson.
Wow.
I think Owen Wilson could be on the list, but it's like, has there been a solo Owen Wilson comedy that?
Wedding Crashers.
He was good in Wedding Crashers. He was what the hell is the movie?
Drillbit Taylor.
No,
Drillbit Taylor was very funny though.
With I think it was Matt Dillon and Kate Hudson. He was like the friend living with him.
You, Me, and Dupree.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That movie was pretty
you
funny.
seen that fucking movie, Matt?
No.
He's just on OwenWilson.com.
I just typed in Owen Wilson and whoever the fuck else Mock said, and I just hit search.
I want to say Chevy Chase, but his stuff's older than.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I really want to make this list, but I feel so bad making this list and not putting people like Chevy Chase on it.
Well, I was gonna, if we're going from
Aykroyd,
90s up.
No.
What about Luke Wilson?
No.
What about Sean William Scott?
Yeah, you could put him on the list.
Ashton Kutcher.
Tim Allen.
Those Santa Claus movies.
God damn it, Knock. Get it out of my mouth. I love that.
Ashton
I heard you
Kutcher and Tim
stuttering.
Allen, you said?
John.
Right, so we're at 25 people.
John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
Now,
26.
just for the sake, I know he's in Step Brothers and he did that Walk Hard movie, Talladega Nights. He was in Talladega Nights too.
Yeah.
I was telling Paul, I watched the first Anchorman the other day for the first time in years, and I forgot how funny it is.
You know what? You could put Steve Carell in there because I forgot about like the Anchormans.
40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah, Date Night. Yeah.
Jack Black.
I
I
think
just
he
have
had
him on there.
Is he on there?
Him.
We're at 26, by the way.
Jack Black
Kyle
kicks,
Gass.
kicks the dog.
I feel like there's somebody obvious we're forgetting.
What do you
Like,
love? I love Baxter. He goes, you know I don't speak Spanish.
So good.
Just on a side note, I mean, we're not really talking a lot of sports on this, but there's a really good pitch matchup tomorrow night. If anyone wants to watch a good baseball game, that's probably not going to end up being good because it's supposed to be good.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin's old stuff.
Unless you
Yeah,
count
right.
only Cheaper by the Dozen.
Tomorrow night,
Hey.
tomorrow night are the two AL Cy Young finalists going at it.
Who?
Dylan Cease and Verlander.
Nice.
I mean, they're not the finalists, but like they're like the two lead guys for it.
We're going to root Cease. He's a disc golfer.
Yep.
But Verlander has Upton.
A lot upside there.
We're back to even.
Martin Lawrence.
I think what we do in this situation is we just make Kate Upton a disc golfer.
What about Will Smith?
I don't know. I
You
mean,
know-
like,
I was thinking Will Smith, but to me, his movies are more action than comedy. Like,
I mean,
I
like,
get
he's got like Wild Wild West, and he's
Yeah,
got
His earlier stuff was like more comedy leaning.
Men in
He's-
Black.
Men in
he's got
Black.
Wild Wild West. He's got Hitch.
Men in
But, like,
Black.
Yeah, it's like I agree with Mark. Like, there's people like I would like. So like, if you're gonna put like Will Smith in there, then we got to start thinking of like other people.
at that point, then you're
Yeah.
like Jamie Foxx.
What about Johnny Knoxville?
I think you could put Johnny Knoxville in there because the Jackass,
Yeah.
movie, The Ringer.
Yeah.
Walking
He was
Tall
also
is
in Men in
pretty
Black.
He was
He
Men in
was.
Black too.
Yeah, that's true.
He also
Who-
made a
who was that?
movie that was really fucking bad. I wish I could think of the name of it.
Who?
Johnny Knoxville. He was like,
He was
Oh,
in
the
Dukes
one
of
with the
Hazzard.
park? The one with the park that he opened in New Jersey or whatever?
no, he was like, all right. So the movie was about like this older, not older, but like a middle-aged lady that becomes like a sex addict, and he like runs like this underground like sex club.
Man, I don't know this movie.
Yeah, it's a bad movie.
Actually,
let's
Dukes of Hazzard is
see.
pretty awesome.
I thought that's
How
originally I thought you were
old
talking
is
about
it,
Dukes of Hazzard.
Mark?
Hold on, I'll find the name of it.
It's called Sex Dungeon.
Oh,
No,
is it a Dirty Shame?
Yes, that's
yeah,
it.
I've seen that. I've seen that movie. That
That
movie's
movie-
pretty rough.
It's terrible. It's
The
funny.
girl has, like, doesn't the girl have like ridiculously like large fake boobs?
Yeah. There's one guy that wears like a giant diaper. Like they're
Yeah.
just a real ragtag group. But like the whole point of the movie is he's like, you shouldn't be ashamed. But you should be.
All right, Johnny Knoxville.
And we said we're going off just movies, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Seth MacFarlane?
No, he's not.
What
I mean-
movie?
He was in movie 43.
He was also in that terrible fucking Wild West movie
Exactly.
he tried to make.
You know, Paul tried to show me 43, and it wasn't the same movie he thought it was.
So movie 43 is a very funny movie. That's
Liquor
about
43.
so the movie is the basis of the movie is that Dennis Quaid is like this like drug addict guy trying to pitch a movie
Yeah.
to I forget what the name of the guy.
Doesn't fucking goddamn what's his name who played Wolverine? Hugh Jackman. Doesn't he have like giant testicles on his face?
Well, he's got a ball sack for an Adam's apple.
That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, Paul made me watch this movie in college. It was fucking awful.
Kendall and I loved it. And
I like
it's-
the movie.
So and like it's got like all kinds of actors. So it's got like Patrick Warburton's in it for like a random skit. That girl from what's her name? Emily Banks, is that her name? The one from
Elizabeth
Zack and
Banks.
Remake of Porno.
Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth Banks, like
Yeah.
she's in it. Like
Top
Kate
notch,
Winslet is randomly in it. Like there's like some actual like really big actors in it. But like so the one that like Kendall and I watched was the movie was in between skits. It was Dennis Quaid pitching these random movie ideas. to this guy. I forget what. Can you remember the name of the actor who played the guy that was listening to the pitch?
It's not Gary Sinise.
Gary Busey.
No. I know.
Mock, you'll know who this is. It's do you remember the professor? The professor that Aisha Taylor broke up with David Schwimmer for in Friends.
Oh yeah, I know who the guy is. I don't know his name.
Yeah. So, but anyway, like that was the premise in between the skits. But the one that I found for Kyle, the premise for in between the skits was these kids were like hacking into like a Russian website, and they kept coming up with these skits, and like they were trying to get their younger brother to like hack back into it, and like the FBI was coming to them. It was so weird.
It was funny.
I'm gonna find
I feel
this
like we're
guy's
forgetting
name.
somebody. I don't know why, but I feel like we're
Chris
forgetting.
Tucker.
I mean, take out Rush Hour, and who cares? Just kidding. Friday's a good movie.
I was about to say Friday.
But the first Friday. The other two are kind of whatever.
Apparently, there's a fourth one coming.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. Terry Crews. Oh,
Nah.
no, he's newer.
Oh, Craig Robinson.
David Spade.
Joe Dirt is hilarious.
Joe Dirt is a very funny movie.
Bill Murray.
Nah, that's old stuff.
That's what?
Dickie Roberts was a good movie too.
Dickie Roberts is pretty funny. There's a scene in that movie that makes me laugh so hard. And it's right at the end, like when the dad from that family runs off with Dickie Roberts' girlfriend, and then they're arguing, and he acts like he opens the bottle of champagne, he makes the noise and just throws the cork at her. Man, that makes me laugh.
Simon Pegg.
Yeah, he's like the Hot Fuzz guy, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are good movies. What's the one with the bar crawl?
The World's End.
Yeah, that was a funny movie.
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
That's a
All
funny
three
movie.
of those were in the Cornetto trilogy.
Paul, you're talking Greg Kinnear.
Could do what about Ryan Reynolds?
Yep.
I mean, Deadpool. Free Guy was pretty funny.
Van Wilder.
Those are all
funny.
newer. I thought we were only doing the 2000s.
No, Kendall said 95 to now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Waiting. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Waiting. I forgot all about Waiting.
Waiting is funny.
So good.
Do we want to do a collective of?
Man, you know what's always really funny on Instagram? Not to change the subject, but like when you come across a page, you click on it, and it's just also followed by, and then a name comes up, and it's just always funny. It just happened.
Do we want to do? Do we want to do a group pick of Broken Lizard?
Oh yeah,
What's the Broken Lizard?
like the beer fest
Super
group.
Troopers,
Oh.
Beer Fest.
But like yeah, you got to put them as a group.
Yeah. What was their other movie besides those two?
They did Slam and Salmon,
So funny.
Broken Lizards Club Dread, Beer
That's
Fest,
it. Club Dread.
and Super Troopers.
Club Dread.
was
Club
so
Dread was
funny.
very funny.
Club Dread was so fucking funny.
You actually made me watch that in college. And
That movie was so fucking funny.
It was very good.
Every
I
once,
love the Indian guy in those movies. So
Yeah.
funny.
every once in a while, I'll be like, just something will like trigger me to think, "Shut up, Farva."
Do you guys remember my friend Nick? He went as far before Halloween one year, and he actually did a pretty good job on it.
That
Let's see
is
if I can get
funny.
a picture of that.
A little slap and tickle.
Andy Samberg.
No,
His movies
Okay.
are so bad.
I didn't say they were good. I'm
Well,
just naming
hold on.
names.
Hot Rod is good, and what's the one? I think it's funny. The
Pop Star.
no, the one with Adam Sandler.
Oh, that's my boy.
That movie's funny.
I saw that in theaters.
That movie's funny.
There's moments of that, but I think all in all, it's just another Adam Sandler movie where it's like all his friends and
But that movie's pretty good. Hot Rod's hilarious.
Has Jeff Daniels done anything really funny besides Dumb and Dumber?
Not really.
I can't think.
He became
of
like a serious actor.
I would say
after that.
he was more of like a serious guy that made that movie. But Jim Carrey.
Ken Jeong.
Yeah, he's very funny.
Okay, I'll put him
What
on.
has he done for movies outside of The Hangover?
He was in Role Models.
What-
He was.
He was in Role
He's
Models.
got like a lot of roles in movies, like just a one-off character.
That movie is very fucking funny.
Role Models is so funny.
Oh my god. It's like, you see those hills that look like titties?
Whispering Eye.
He's like, yeah, tell you what, I see your whispering eye.
I just love when he shows up to like their first day of like fucking their punishment, and he goes, "Smell my fingers."
Key and Peele.
No, because their movies they don't really have funny movies.
They just had that dog movie, right?
Cat.
Yes.
Cat. Yeah, that's it.
What was the name of that movie?
Cat.
I mean, this one, like, do we? If we're gonna submit the Super Troopers group as like a group, do we want to do the duo of Trey Parker and Matt Stone? Because like they made all the South Park movies, they did Basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's definitely more TV based, but like, I mean, all the South Park movies are funny.
They also did Team America World Police.
Oh yeah,
They
it's true.
did. That's very funny.
So I feel like they deserve to get a nod on there.
Can I tell
Sure.
you? I remember having like, I think it was my dad, like walked in as I was watching that movie. And he was like, "What is this?" We should probably start
America.
narrowing this list down, huh?
Yeah, we're at 33.
Got a lot of
32,
names
sorry.
on here.
Tier maker.
All right, hold on.
Watch, there probably is a tier maker that already existed this, and they did a much better job remembering.
John Hader.
Oh, you gotta go Amy Schumer.
She's hated.
There's one person that I thought somebody was going to say, but they didn't, and I'm glad they didn't.
Who's that?
The Rock.
Oh.
No.
You know what's funny about it?
He has moments.
We included.
No, he doesn't. Every funny movie he's in, somebody else is funnier than him in the movie.
I was like,
Yes.
Kevin Hart's made some funny movies.
I would say, and it's always Kevin Hart. Yeah, Kevin Hart could be on the list.
Those guys
I'm a
in
big fan of
interviews make me
Jumanji.
laugh real hard. You said there was the last one that came out. It was like the two of them promoting, I don't know, Jumanji fucking 8. And
Lost in New York.
and someone was like, they asked The Rock, like, if you could be a pet to any celebrity, who would it be?
Yeah.
And before he's like, Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
They're like, what? He's like, just move on.
Let's see.
Oh, I have another one that's underrated. It won't make the final cut, but I think it's worth mentioning.
Who's that?
Dana Carvey.
Yeah.
Rock on.
Also Master of Disguise.
All right, I'm going to have to do this manually because I don't feel like uploading pictures for all of these actors.
We included 0 females on this list.
No, Tina Fey is on that list.
And Tina Fey is going to be off that list.
I mean, who's the girl? Leslie Mann? She's usually pretty funny.
Oh, guys.
I know the name.
She's been in a ton of movies. I think she was the sister
Woody
in Knocked Up. She was Paul Rudd's wife.
Okay.
Yeah, we can
She
do
was in
Woody
the 40-Year-Old
Harrelson.
Virgin. She was in what's the one where Jason Bateman and Ryan Reynolds switch? Is that what is it called? The Switch or something like that? Where they end up switching bodies? And she was in that anyway. I mean, she was in George of the Jungle with Brendan Fraser.
Classic.
She's been in a ton of movies. Well, I think she's married to that Judd Apatow guy, so she just gets in everything.
That'll do it.
Well, she is funny. She was the one in
Also,
40-Year-Old Virgin
Brand sucks.
that threw up in his car. She's like, I had the
Well-
shellfish.
What about Matthew Perry?
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Or Rick Moranis?
If Steve Martin's not on the list,
Nah,
Well, I don't know when like Rick Moranis' stuff was coming out.
I think he was more 80s.
you want to know something funny? I was thinking of a different guy. I was thinking of Martin Short.
what about the Wayans brothers?
Yeah, they made one funny movie.
They made a few.
What?
Scary.
Scary movie.
It's time to start limiting these.
That's
down.
true. They were in the scary movies.
The one where Marlon Wayans is a baby, little
That
man,
movie
White
was
Chicks.
terrible. That is an awful
White
movie.
Chicks?
White Chicks is good. But then they made that Don't Be a Menace trash movie.
That was supposed to be like a big movie. A lot of people like it.
It's not good.
To you.
All right. Time to start narrowing this down.
He was in Norbit.
Adam Sandler.
It's a bad movie.
Adam Sandler makes the cut.
Yeah.
So S tier, I'm assuming.
So,
Yep.
well, how did we always do it? Did we put everything in A and then break it down from A to S?
Well, like, are we
We
doing
gotta figure
this
out who goes where.
Are we doing this tier maker thing to determine our top 10, and then we're going to rank our top 10 from there?
That works.
Yes.
Yeah. So Adam Sandler's in the S. He makes the top 10.
Hey, where's Carson
Okay.
Daly on this list?
All right. So Sandler's out. Carrie.
S.
Yeah.
We can put more than 10 in the S, and then dwindle it down
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah.
Didn't let me do what I want to do.
Oh God, he doesn't know how to use Excel.
It's not
That's
letting
what
me.
happened to you.
It's not
Copy
letting
and
me.
paste. Copy and paste.
Control H.
Are you being serious? Or are you being a dick?
Do you really think Kendall knows how to work a computer?
Yeah, Control H turns into a helicopter mask.
All right. Will Ferrell. I'm assuming S.
Look at all the buttons on his toolbar.
Whoa.
Porn.
The algorithm to find any porn ever.
You know it's gonna be funny when we have 35 names in S.
It's like, well, we narrowed it down.
Chris Farley.
So it's funny. So Chris Farley, I feel like I want to put an A because he died in 97, but Black Sheep and Tommy Boy came out since 1995. So
I know.
those are two fucking hilarious movies.
We could put him in the A tier and bring him up to S tier later.
I think I'm gonna say A just because it's a shorter body of work.
All right, so put him in A.
Don't get me wrong, Tommy Boy and Black Sheep are on like my top 5. Black Sheep fucking kills me.
Mike Myers.
Your top 5 Chris Farley movies.
Mike Myers is a C.
Mike Myers is not a C.
Mike Myers is at least an A.
Mike Myers goes in A. Between Wayne's World, Austin Powers, and Shrek.
Well, can we allow Wayne's World?
Yeah, we already said we were doing South Park.
Yes. But,
Okay, then.
But what year
That
did
is
Wayne's
fine.
World come out?
Yeah, Wayne's World came out in like the late 80s, didn't it? Early 90s.
I thought it was. I could be wrong. I'm just guessing.
No, I think you're right. I think Wayne's World came out in like 91 or 90. But even still, the Austin Powers movies are very funny.
Yeah.
They are funny. I
and
get tired of them, but they are funny.
And Shrek is funny.
What about
Eddie
Shrek
Murphy?
2 through 17?
2 wasn't off. It wasn't
Less funny,
great,
but
but it
still
was
funny.
yes.
Puss in Boots?
What? No. Eddie
Puss in
Murphy?
Boots is a funny movie.
Eddie Murphy for me, if we're going 90s and up, is going to be kind of low.
Yeah, I mean, I think he goes in B. I mean,
Yeah,
I can't think of anything like.
There was what?
Our
Dr.
lifetime
Dolittle,
stuff.
Daddy Daycare. I mean, the Nutty Professors were funny.
Shrek?
Yeah, Nutty. Yeah, but like Shrek for me is like it's a Michael Myers movie. It's not an Eddie Murphy movie.
You know what's
Like,
funny?
it's weird. Like I don't know. For me, it is. But like for me, like the only movie he made that really was like top notch was The Nutty Professor and Norbit.
Bingo, right in the blowhole.
The funniest part about Dr. Dolittle are the 2 mice.
Kyle, we've talked about Dr.
Oh,
Dolittle more than I would have liked to.
Your favorite
fuck you-
Dr. Dolittle movie is easily
The Haunted Mansion.
fucking Robert Downey one.
Okay, first of all, don't talk shit about the Haunted Mansion.
It's the
That
worst
movie was
ride it
funny.
is.
I also saw that with a random kid.
The Haunted Mansion ride at Disney got me a $100 gift card to Disney last time I went to Disney.
Really?
See?
Yeah,
The Haunted Mansion was good to you.
we were getting off the ride, and the thing like stopped as we were going, and then Amelia's shoe got stuck, and she got stuck in like the track of the ride for a second, and she like freaked out. And they were like, "Here's $100, come to us."
You know what would have been awesome if you and Sam just ran.
Oh man, Scarred.
You're like, all right, gotta go by.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
Steve Carell.
I would put Steve Carell in A for now. I think he could get bumped up. 40-Year-Old Virgin is very funny. Date Night, I didn't like it, but I know it gets a lot of like high praise. And then like he was very good in the Anchorman movies.
You like
He was also in Bruce Almighty, and that was very funny.
Yeah, but like,
but then he made Evan Almighty.
Yeah,
but then, exactly. Then they made Evan Almighty, and it was fucking trash.
He also did a movie. I mean, it was more like a romantic comedy, but it was called like Crazy Stupid Love or something like that.
That's an okay movie.
Yeah.
That movie's not bad. Emma Stone, top notch.
Yep.
Bingo.
Yeah, then they made Dan.
Knock it in.
And who could forget what's that magician movie he made? Burt Wonderstone. What a great film! You know what? Bump him up
Nobody
there
could
for that.
could forget the name of that movie. What's the name of it? Jack Black.
Jack Black is an A just for School of Rock.
Well, you figure you got School of Rock, Tenacious
Not
D,
so
Nacho
You
Libre.
got Jumanji.
But he also did that Year One movie, that movie was so fucking funny.
Jack Black is easily the funniest character in the Jumanji movies too, because
Oh,
100%.
yeah.
Actually, because it's a teenage girls in his body.
But I tell you, that Year One, the Cain and Abel scene is so fucking funny.
That was him
He was
in
also
Michael Cera.
yeah.
Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu
And
Panda.
Tenacious D.
I
Wasn't
said
Kung Fu
Tenacious
Panda.
D.
Forgot about Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda's so good. He's
God,
Poe.
did they make 3 of those?
Yeah.
They're making 5, I think,
Oh
coming
my
up soon.
god!
But I tell you, the Cain and Abel, when he's like, "What is this mistake I continue to do?" Like, Cain, have you seen your brother? No, I haven't. Have you guys fucking seen him? I haven't seen him.
Paul Rudd.
Man, I tell you,
He's an S tier.
Paul Rudd is top notch for me. Oliver
He's an S
Fenty,
tier guy.
because I tell you that what is it? I Love You Man is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He's got like subtle funniness.
What was the one the one with the venti coffee? I think he's with
Role models.
Role models.
Mhm.
Yep. I mean, he's fucking hilarious in even the Ant-Man and Marvel movies. You know, he's like one of the comedic guys.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I could put Paul Rudd in this.
I Love You Man when he throws up on fucking Jon Favreau.
He throws up on Jon Favreau.
Oh
We're
man,
chugging beers,
Yeah.
and he finishes it first. He's like, "Yeah."
It's funny too, like because the same thing. You got to remember. So Paul Rudd was also hilarious in the Anchormans.
yes.
He was also very funny as that like stupid character in Knocked Up.
Well, he was like the brother-in-law, right?
He was the brother-in-law, yeah, where they were doing. Remember, he kept smiling like, "You mean Mr. Skin?"
Yeah. Well, right. He was also in the 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yep.
Yep.
Obsessed
He's
with
also-
Mindy Kaling.
He also has done one of my favorite ongoing bit on a talk show where every time he goes on Conan, he shows the same fucking clip from that stupid movie where the guy gets off in the wheelchair.
I just thought of the scene in when they're doing the speed dating. Like, what's your name? She's like, "Hi, I'm Gina."
Paul
What's
Rudd
up?
was also in Clueless.
Yep.
He was also in I forget Sarah Marshall.
Yep. And My Name is Earl.
He was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, he was the surf guy.
Oh yeah.
He was also that paranoid like guy in the beginning of This Is the End.
Did we have Vince Vaughn on the list, or did he not make it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
on the
Vince
list.
All right.
Speaking of up next, though, Seth Rogen.
I'm a big fan.
I would say, I mean, at a minimum, he's got to be an A because he's made. Pineapple Express is fucking hilarious.
It's tough for me. I want to put him in S because he's done so many funny movies, but I can get very tired of him very quick.
Yes.
Like Pineapple Express was very funny. Knocked Up, Zack and Miri Make a Porno. Like they're all funny movies, but like I couldn't like watch them for longer
When
durations.
Katie
of time.
Morgan shits on the table.
Oh, it's so fun. No, she shits on the guy's head,
Yeah. So funny.
which also that's just a great. It's just great anyway.
Seth Rogen, Pineapple Express is so. When they have the big fight, him, Franco, and Danny McBride, man, that's classic stuff.
Yeah.
I love them in
It's
This Is
fun.
the End.
Seth Rogen might get bumped to S just for This Is the End.
I was going to say, that movie should almost be an outlier.
I mean, it's so good.
That movie is just so funny.
I wish that movie was like 10 hours long.
My favorite is the guy. I can never remember his name, but he played the head elf in Santa Claus movies.
Oh, the little, like, the whiny fuck?
No. Bernard. He was Bernard. He was like the guy that was like basically like told Sam Allen he was Santa Claus when he got back to the North Pole.
Yeah.
I love his character. in This Is the
It's
End.
David Krumholtz.
His character, and This Is the End. It's only for like 2 seconds, but it makes me laugh so hard when Seth Rogen's in the hole, and he's just like, "All right, you can hold my whole weight. Yes, I can hold your weight. You're gonna hold my whole weight. So if I let go, you're gonna hold my whole weight." I'm like, oh, it was just so funny.
We forgot about the other dude in that movie.
What, Craig Robinson?
Yeah.
Craig Robinson. I mean,
I
said
didn't
that
forget
name.
about him.
Kendall, can you get rid of that box?
Oh, yeah. So, if we include Craig Robinson, I mean, he's more influential, but guys like Danny McBride, do we need to include him too?
I don't think he's that funny.
Who?
He was the worst character in This Is the End, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, he's the heel.
oh, I
He
just
was
love
just obnoxious.
Channing Tate-Young.
Who are we talking about now?
Seth Rogen, where are we putting him? A or S?
I'm cool with him in A.
Yeah, we'll put him in A for now.
Up next then is Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill, you can put in B because I feel like Jonah Hill's funniest stuff was carried by other people. Like, I mean, he was very funny in like 21 Jump Street, but like, would that movie be as funny if like it wasn't for like Channing Tatum and fucking Ice Cube?
He was funny in that. He was funny in Superbad.
I
It
was
doesn't-
Funny in This Is the End.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
For me, he's no higher than A.
For me, I think it's B. I think Jonah Hill is like, I think he's funny, but it's like, for me, like, Jonah Hill is to Seth Rogen how all those guys are to Adam Sandler. It's like, you know, like Kendall, what's the name of the guy that you really like from Adam Sandler's crew there?
Rob Schneider,
No,
who could probably also be on this list.
who's the guy there's a guy there that you really, really like that's part of the Adam Sandler.
We talk about like Colin Quinn.
Yeah, Colin Quinn. Like, Colin Quinn is hilarious, but like Colin Quinn's not a funny actor without Adam Sandler. It's probably not even really that well known.
Get some more of that Voss water for your kid.
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey can go in the C
I
category.
would say movie-wise, C. I mean, she is very funny, but her movies are kind of whatever.
Okay.
She's also friends with that obnoxious foot.
You talking Amy Poehler? Because I like Amy Poehler.
She's terrible.
She's funny.
Ugh.
I mean, Parks and Rec was funny.
You know what's weird though? She's like one of my least favorite characters of Parks and Rec.
The first season's tough.
I get she's like the showrunner. I get it, but like,
The first season's tough. She finds the role in season 2. What do we got? Vince Vaughn?
Vince Vaughn.
You can throw him in C. He's funny, but he's nothing special.
I do agree. Like the supporting roles are best.
Other than Wedding Crashers,
Old school.
but again, he's a supporting actor.
I mean, Wes Mantooth. Look no further.
That
Kevin
couples
James.
retreat movie was pretty funny.
Although
Oh,
I will tell you this: we made the Paul Giamatti joke. I really did like Fred Claus. I do like Fred Claus a whole lot. Kevin,
See, I was thinking of the other guy. I forgot his name.
You know what's funny? That movie bombed so hard, but that's not a pretty big one. You got Vince Vaughn, but then you got Paul Giamatti, Kevin Spacey, and fucking Kathy Bates are all in it.
Kevin James,
But
for me,
who's the-
movie-wise.
You guys ever
C.
see Jobs?
No. We got to get through this list though. We're gonna run out of time.
I say Kevin James, C.
Yeah, Kevin James can go in C.
Yeah,
I mean,
love him, but come on. Like
Here Comes the Boom is probably his best one.
Well, I mean,
That movie's so
Grown-Ups.
bad. I love it. Jason Sudeikis.
Jason Sudeikis, I think he's super funny, but I don't think he found his calling until they did Ted Lasso thing. So I think you could put him in B. I mean, I think he's so funny, but
I mean, he was funny. Like, what was that? We're the Millers or whatever.
He's good in that. I like Horrible Bosses. You know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He was also in that Hall Pass.
Hall Pass. That's a funny movie too. That's him and Owen Wilson, right?
Yeah,
but I think B is fine.
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman's pretty fucking funny.
yeah, I mean, he's really funny. But like, I don't know, like Jason Bateman's like, I really like him as an actor, but I don't know if I'm crazy about him as a comedic actor.
His funniest stuff was like Arrested Development, which I know that's a show. But
Yeah.
I mean, Horrible Bosses is good.
I give him a B.
He did that. I forgot whatever the movie he did with Ryan Reynolds was. We were talking about it before when they switched lives. That movie's pretty funny.
By the way, I was thinking of Jeremy Piven.
Jeremy.
I'm fine. I think B. But
B's fine. B's fine.
Vin Rames.
You see that car show?
Huh?
I mean, dealership
Vin
movie.
Rames hilarious in Green Mile.
Oh, The Goods or something.
Yeah.
That's the movie I was thinking about, not Jobs.
So, you guys catch that Steve Jobs biopic?
Hilarious.
Ed Helms.
Ed Helms, I give him a B. B plus.
I liked Ed Helms a whole lot in Tag. And I also liked his character a whole lot in We're the Millers.
I mean, he has The Hangover.
Yeah.
He was in, the Bad Vacation movie.
Yeah, those are bad. I think just because those exist, he has to go in A at the top.
I'm fine with him in B.
Charlie Day.
Charlie Day, again, Charlie Day is like, his movie career will always be overshadowed by It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
I think B.
B's fine.
Zach Galifianakis.
You could put him in A at the minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Almost every line in The Hangover, like.
Well, the Hangover's good. Dinner for Schmucks was hilarious.
Due Date is funny.
Due Date is very funny.
I love that laugh he does in Dinner for Schmucks.
And I know we're not talking about like TV shows, but that show that he does in between Confirmed is so funny.
That's one of the funniest things to exist.
It's so funny, especially the movie they made about it was so fucking funny.
It really, that's one of the funniest things to exist, like, ever in the world.
It comes up like on my feed all the time when it's him and Steve Carell.
Yeah.
And towards the end of it, when he falls out of the chair, it just.
The funniest thing, and he said it to Barack Obama, it made me, I think I like spit water out when he's like, how's it feel to be the last black president? Oh my God. I laughed so hard. And he's just looking at him.
It wasn't particularly great, but like Zach Galifianakis, he did that movie with fucking Will Ferrell too, where they were running for office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie was decent, and then Zach Galifianakis also did he also did that movie with Owen Wilson and Jason Sudeikis.
Oh my God.
Masterminds.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the movie Welcome to Mooseport?
Yep.
That's a bad movie.
Was that Ray Romano?
Ray Romano and is it Gene Hackman?
Yeah, I love that movie.
That was his last movie. That
Really?
retired Gene Hackman.
It also retired Ray Romano.
He still does stand up.
Yeah, in Ice Age.
He did.
Yeah, that's Manny.
He was also in that fucking Netflix movie, The Irishman or something.
Yeah. All right,
Ben Stiller.
He was the Italian guy.
I mean, I feel like you got to give Ben Stiller A because he's done classics like the Meet the Parents franchise and Zoolander
Something
and
About
stuff.
Mary.
I personally can't stand Ben Stiller.
I don't like him really either, but I do respect the
But,
body
like,
work.
Well,
He's
like,
good
he
in
also-
Dodgeball.
He did Dodgeball. He did fucking.
Stallone
Zoolander.
also did Dodgeball.
He did Zoolander. He did a fucking what's the one I'm thinking? Tropic Thunder,
Yeah.
Along Came Polly.
Night at the Museum.
Yep. I think he stays in A tier. Jason
Got big
Biggs.
ears.
So I feel like Jason Biggs has to go in B because it's one franchise, although it's fucking hilarious.
I'm telling
Orange
you,
is the New
those
Black.
first 3 movies
They're so funny.
are so funny. So funny.
Remember the scene where Stifler fucked like the mom or the grandma in the closet?
Yep. I mean, that was at the wedding.
The wedding one, and then the wedding they shook all the pubes into the cake.
Yep. I'm telling you, when he fucks the pie,
Oh,
that's one of the best things. Like, I don't know how they were ever able to film that.
I know.
It's
Rated R.
I was just no. I'm not saying like how they put
Like, get
how
through
any actor got through filming that scene.
And not cry.
Oh man, should Eugene Levy be on here?
But I feel like it's got to be B just because
It's all the same series.
yeah.
Jason Segel.
He's got some funny stuff. You figure he's
It's
got I
tough.
Love You Man, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah.
The
But, like,
Muppets.
I think he also stays in A tier though.
Oh, he's definitely not S. I just don't know if he's. I don't know if
He's B tier, in my opinion.
So
Well, actually, he was also in Bad Teacher. He had a
So also, and this is the end.
I wish he was in that movie longer.
He was also in Knocked Up.
Wasn't he also in I Love You Man?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all farted on each other's pillows, so we all got pink eye. Now,
He also had a very funny role in Tenacious D and Slackers.
So A or B?
I'll give him A because I Love You Man and Forgetting Sarah Marshall are so funny. Plus, Jason Segel did his own nudity in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Do we count the Muppets movie 4 against him?
4, obviously.
for
Yeah.
the sake of time, if we look at is there any other S's on the list?
Johnny Knoxville. In my opinion, just because of the Jackass movies.
I guess I could agree with that. That's the only movie that's kind of like an
Well,
outlier.
How about this? I think that. Oh man, I forgot about Eugene Levy.
We're just saying his name.
He doesn't belong in the S tier, but like I would say that this is the way I would look at it. I think that Johnny Knoxville, the Broken Lizard group, they definitely belong in the A category for discussion to move up.
The only
I would agree with that.
thing I have with Knoxville is like the Jackass movies aren't acting. That, you know what I
But
mean?
it's
Like
not just that. He did the Dukes of Hazzard. He was
It's not an
funny in
S-tier
Walking
movie.
Tall.
But so you're right. It's not like, hey, they wrote a script for Jackass.
Yeah,
But I mean,
Well,
it's
they
still a
it
did.
movie.
is funny. Oh, it's funny. That movie made me literally cry.
I think for that alone, he goes into S tier.
Man, the
I
trivia
think
game.
I think Johnny Knoxville deserves the credit to be a comedic actor though, because
I don't know.
like,
I'm not saying he's not a comedic. I'm saying like if you're basing it off Jackass, that's not like an acting role.
But he did more than just Jackass.
He's
He
done a
was
lot
good
of
in-
stuff.
I mean, he was good in those roles.
so here's the thing. I think Johnny Knoxville can be considered an acting role for Jackass because he was the franchise versus like everybody else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like because Johnny Knoxville had the right character for it, and that's part of acting.
Yeah.
So like,
I
you know,
mean,
what
I would
Like,
agree with you.
the Jackass franchise wouldn't be as good if it was Ryan Dunn behind, you know, or Bam Margera or Steve-O doing all the Johnny Knoxville stuff.
Like The Ringer. That was funny as fuck.
Oh, the Ringer is so funny.
Um,
Talk about a movie that how the fuck did that pitch work?
When the fuck do we get ice cream?
Tim Allen.
You scratch my CD, you know.
Tim Allen's a
Yeah, Tim Allen made that Zoom movie where he was like a retired superhero, and that movie sucked.
I don't know about that.
Looking
That's
at like
interesting.
where would you put Ryan Reynolds?
S.
A.
See, at the same time, I don't know because it's like I mean, like the Deadpool movies are very funny.
I'm looking at you got Deadpool, you have Van Wilder, Waiting.
No, yeah, you got Van Wilder. I forgot about it. So yeah, I would. So
The
Ryan Reynolds.
Proposal's very funny.
That movie is very funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, Proposal is very funny.
Right.
So, yeah, you can put
I
Ryan
think-
Reynolds in S.
I think
He was funny in Pet Pikachu.
It's called Detective Pikachu.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he was
fuck
funny
him.
because he was a pet, bitch.
Dr. Pikachu.
Pikachu PhD.
Let's see. We said Ryan Reynolds. Justin Long, does he get any love?
No, not
Okay.
he's not an A. He'd be like a B tier guy.
No.
He got killed by the Jeepers Creepers.
I say because like Accepted was really funny.
Except it was hysterical. He was also in Waiting, though, wasn't he?
He was also in Dodgeball.
He was in Waiting.
And he was in Dodgeball,
Ask me
too.
about
Yeah, but
my
Justin Long-
wiener.
Justin Long's character was probably the most like unfunny character in Waiting.
Yeah.
Mm.
Man, should Anna Faris be on here?
I mean, over Tina Fey.
But I'm saying, like, if
I mean,
we were to try and rank her, I mean, I think she's at least an A.
I mean, she was in
Yeah.
all the scary movies, right?
She did all the scary movies. She was in
Yep.
Waiting. She did The House Bunny, which was fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like
she
that. I like
fuck-
that movie.
She fucked Chris Pratt.
Well, I mean, they were married.
She fucked him.
Yeah, but she also did the Emoji Movie, so...
One guy, perhaps that overlooked, the guy, Paul Cochner, he was,
Chocolate cock.
so he was in Waiting. He's the manager Waiting. He's,
Oh, yeah.
obviously, Anchorman, Whammy. What can I give his name?
I know who you're talking about. Todd Packer.
Todd Packer. Yeah.
Man, Luis Guzman?
Oh, David Koechner.
Yeah.
That movie is so funny. Top to
I think the
bottom.
funniest Luis Guzman part is when he double teaming with David Spade in the Adam Sandler movie.
The do-over. You gotta stop looking at me, man.
I do
Right,
like
we
Luis.
need...
I like Luis Guzman's line a whole lot when he's telling Isla Fisher to shut up while they're banging in the bathroom.
All right, we need 3 more.
The Do-Over was such a good movie.
All right, so from the A category to move up, my nod would be if I have to pick 3.
Yeah.
My 3 would be Seth Rogen. My 3 would probably be Seth Rogen, Ben Stiller, and Zach Galifianakis.
So if I'm gonna throw out 3, I'm pretty on par with Paul. I'd say Galifianakis, Rogan, and Jack Black.
I was going to say Jack Black, Myers, and Carell.
I had the same 3 as Mock.
Kendall.
Actually, you can just put Seth Rogen in there then.
Yeah.
He already got 3 votes. And Zach
So did Jack Black.
Yeah, well, and I guess and Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah. I'd vote for Galifianakis.
There's
I
our
just
3.
feel all right. So if we're gonna do this, I feel like we have to take somebody out and put Ben Stiller in. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like Ben Stiller has made more comedy classics than Paul Rudd, than Johnny Knoxville, and the Broken Lizard.
I would say swap him with Knoxville or the Broken Lizard.
Or we could just do top 11.
No, swap him with Knoxville. I think I'll stand. I'll go with Mock's argument about like it being more of like a like not really like an act, like not an actor versus like a personality.
He did so many other funny movies.
He has one other funny movie, Kyle.
And also, we're not saying he's not funny.
Kyle, The Ringer is Johnny Knoxville's only funny movie outside of Jackass. Dukes of Hazzard is not funny.
It is very funny.
It's really
not funny.
It's not a good movie.
The Dukes of Hazzard movie is so bad, and it's the
You guys
reason
like
why
movies that I didn't like Pineapple Express, but you guys love it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
because
Kyle,
you're not
Kyle,
smart enough to understand how funny it is.
Most people in the world, I would say 98% would pick Pineapple Express over Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, there it is. Battery fell.
Carl, you like cracking walnuts over there?
I dropped my battery.
I'd like to make an executive decision to help speed this along a little bit.
Yeah.
Go.
You can go ahead and put Broken Lizards right at 10. Broken Lizard can go to 10. And then if this was my opinion, number 1 would be Jim Carrey.
I'm fine with that.
Adam Sandler has a bigger body of work, but Jim Carrey's stuff is so fucking funny.
Well, don't just lock that in.
I'm putting it in there.
Look, I'll tell you this right. You don't have to lock it in, Mock, but Liar Liar is funnier than any movie anybody else on this list has made.
The Mask is pretty funny too.
Bill, Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty's hilarious.
I don't care what anybody else says. His interpretation of the Grinch is fucking hysterical.
Well, he made Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber is very good.
Fucking
Ace Ventura.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go. Couldn't think of it.
I don't know.
I could put Jim Carrey front.
I think Adam Sandler is very funny, but I think Adam Sandler is also kind of the same character in most movies.
So let's go with Jim Carrey at 1. That's fine. I think I prefer Will Ferrell over Sandler. I don't know. I think he makes me laugh harder. I think Sandler just kind of just the same guy over and over.
I would prefer Sandler over Ferrell only from the standpoint of like a bad Adam Sandler movie still like makes me laugh, but like a Will Ferrell movie that I don't like, I won't like it. I don't find it funny. I don't know. I don't know.
I put Sandler too.
I got 2 for Sandler, 2.
Trying to run IMDb credits in my head. I think I would take Sandler at 2.
From Adam Sandler, I mean, Big Daddy.
No, I know the Big Daddy. You got Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison.
I mean, the list is unbelievable. You can't hate on it.
Mr.
Little
Deeds
Nicky.
Little Nicky is
Little Nicky's
so fucking
so
funny. That movie is so funny.
Little Nicky is so funny.
Oh my god, that movie is so
fucking
funny.
awesome.
Mr.
I mean,
Deeds.
anger management is
Yeah.
up there for me.
The Hot Kiss
I got
scene.
Sandler
The
at
Water
2.
Boy.
Yeah, I think Sandler's 2.
And we got Grown Ups and The Do Over.
And then Will Ferrell can go 3.
I prefer Ryan Reynolds over Will Ferrell.
I don't.
I think Will Ferrell's comedic body of work is bigger than Ryan Reynolds is.
I get it. I prefer it.
Stiller.
I think
Stiller
Stiller.
at 4.
I think Stiller at 4 isn't a bad. I don't think that's bad. I would say for me, I would probably either go Stiller or.
You ever see Heavyweights? That's a
Yeah.
great movie.
Gosh, so
seen that.
funny.
It's like
just
a Disney
Ben
movie.
Stiller, it's just, again, like I just don't really like Ben Stiller, but like his resume is just out of this world. I mean, the movies are not only funny, but they're a lot of them are kind of credited as like really like actual decent movies, which usually in this era, this genre of movie, like for example, like Liar Liar is a hilarious fucking movie, but it's not a good movie.
I'm Jose Canseco.
5
Goddamn
is...
pen is blue.
I tell you, off the list that we have, I think I'm looking at Jack Black.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Jack Black at 5.
Now, would anyone hate Seth Rogen going in the 6 hole?
I mean, I'd hate Seth Rogen going in any hole. I don't want that. But...
Oh, you're
Okay,
gonna
Matt.
get it.
I personally would put Galifianakis over Rogan.
I can respect that.
Kyle?
I'm not a Rogan guy, so Galifianakis is for me.
Well, Kyle, Rogan's coming to your birthday party next year, so
We're gonna smoke a lot of weed.
wow.
I think he's getting shut out again.
Cool.
All right. Paul Rudd, Ryan Reynolds, or Seth Rogen next?
I
Oh,
would
bro.
for me, I would go. For me, I would go Rogan, Reynolds, Rudd, Broken Lizard would be the way I would.
I'm in the same boat.
Like, I think that I personally like Ryan Reynolds and Paul Rudd's comedic things more than I like Seth Rogen's, but I think that Seth Rogen's body of work is just...
I think Reynolds over Rogen, but
I mean, I'm fine with it either way. Whatever. I think Paul Rudd's 9 though, and I think the Lizard is Broken Lizard's 10.
Yeah.
I say Reynolds above Rogen.
Kyle?
Reynolds above Rogue.
Oh, I should have saw that. Kendall?
I'd go Rogan above, but listen, whatever. I don't hate the list.
All right, I think Rogen goes at 7 then, because I believe the 3 of you said Rogen first, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so Rogen, Reynolds, Rudd, and Broken Lizard.
Looks like someone doing some bacon up there.
Smells really good. I hope there's a chicken pot pie waiting for us.
You imagine?
All right. There is our top 10. We have Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, Ben Stiller, Jack Black, Zach Galifianakis, Seth Rogen, Ryan Reynolds, Paul Rudd, and Broken Lizards.
Magic, can you send me a screenshot of that list?
Sure.
Hey, real quick, what did everybody have for dinner tonight?
Pizza.
So, I actually had a appetizer, and I'm going to have a dinner at home.
Nice.
I was supposed to play 2 softball games tonight. One got canceled because the guy blew the fuse in the lights, which was hilarious. So I had an Italian combo sub made at the Krausers, pretty much for the ride home. And I ate that when I got here, and Marissa made something that I'm going to eat when I get home. So did the little, pre-dinner to dinner move.
Well, I like that.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we randomly made a turkey.
Like a whole turkey?
Whole turkey. And so we're currently sitting on a second frozen turkey. We got a free one at Thanksgiving for spending X amount of dollars at ShopRite. It happened again at Easter. So we got to make this turkey. So,
dude, you should have had us all over.
Well, I can do that. I have a second turkey.
Have it ready for the draft.
But I never made a turkey before, so this was kind of a practice run. So came out
There
good.
you go. There you go, Kendall. Make the turkey for the draft.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
We can.
We can. I mean,
Better be some gravy.
Yeah, it's called Heinz jar gravy. Serve it cold in the jar.
Let's fry
Kyle's
it.
drink.
no, never done it before. Don't know how to do it. You do it in the bathtub, right?
Let's cook it in your fire pit.
Take forever.
We should fire
Kendall,
that thing up sometime.
Kendall, remember, if you're gonna deep fry a turkey, you want to put it in there frozen.
Boom.
Top immediately on it.
Yeah. Set it, run on the deck.
And make sure you do it indoors.
Kendall, you had turkey, leftover turkey.
Leftover turkey. And
Did you make like an open face sandwich, or did you just have like turkey?
just leftover the potatoes and such, and then a turkey soup was prepared as well. Haven't had it yet though.
Kyle, what kind of pizza did you have?
Cheese and pepperoni.
4-year-old.
No
Massey?
pernil? No pernil?
What?
Massey, what'd you have for dinner?
I had a meatball sub. Homemade.
You didn't have a meatball asabuco?
I'm not.
Some meatball ramen.
Oh my God.
That's Chef Boyardee, baby.
That's meatball ramen is Chef Boyardee. God damn, that's funny.
It's also probably true.
That's so funny.
Paul, what did you have?
I made a beef Wellington.
Whoa.
It's pretty high end.
Oh,
So
I
last
would
night
have liked to have that.
we stopped at the grocery store. We went to New Hampshire this weekend. On the way back, we stopped at the grocery store because we didn't have any milk or eggs or anything, and so we stopped just to get a couple quick essentials on the way home. And
Buy them in New Hampshire?
What?
Did you buy them in New Hampshire?
No, Massachusetts. And the store we stopped at was like a mom and pop grocery store, and they had the filet loins on sale, pretty good price. So I picked one of those up.
Can I ask what the price was?
I don't remember, but I'll find out and I'll text you.
I would really like to know.
Yeah, I'll text you. I'll find. I got the receipt somewhere.
Was the mom and pop store
$40.
in Greenfield?
And then I was gonna make a homemade chicken pot pie this weekend coming up, so I bought puff pastry, but then I decided to make beef Wellington.
Listen, we'll eat them with the turkey.
Make a turkey Wellington.
A full turkey pot pie.
I'll bring my ramen meatballs.
You know what? You can leave those home.
Yeah.
Kendall's had my homemade pot pies.
I had to.
Oh, yeah, that's
Very
right.
good.
Kyle did too. Massey, I don't think you were there the day I made them. Were you at school? I think you were gone that weekend.
For what?
Were you at school the weekend I made the homemade pot pies?
No.
I think it was Kendall, Rebecca, and Dimitri.
Yeah, I wasn't invited up to Easter never, so.
I know. Mark, look, if you and I were better friends at that point, you would have been invited.
I think that's true.
Oh, yeah. You would have been invited every weekend.
I think
I
that you
also
would have
wasn't up
invited
there.
me, not just for a ride home.
My God. We were going camping.
No, see, Mark, I would have done the
It
opposite.
happened twice.
During, Mark, it was the opposite for me. During senior year, I used to go home, Saturday mornings to have, breakfast with my mom. So I would actually pick you up and brought you.
See?
I would have invited you and given you a ride. And then
You're a bad friend.
you would have found your best friend. You would have found your best friend Massey sooner. You could have came up. You could have played BioShock with him all day. And then when Massey took his when Massey was at school and took his obligatory nap from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., you could go out drinking with us, and then when you got back, you could watch Massey play video games from 2 a.m. to 9 in the morning.
Tentacle porn.
And then, in between there, you and I would leave the apartment to go get food, and you'd come back, and Massey would be watching the either Clue or Then There Were Fewer on Family Guy.
Every
Massey,
weekend.
that pretty much round that up.
I ain't gonna deny any of it.
Dude, there's a video of it somewhere, but the funniest thing ever, Massey randomly went on this kick where he decided he was going to try to start being healthier in school. Him and Kendall moved a treadmill to the 8th floor of our dorm and brought it upstairs.
It was the 7th floor.
7th floor. And then the only thing that treadmill got used for was launching plates into a concrete wall.
Yep.
Do you guys... There was one time, I remember Massey told us, doing the healthy thing, and then we left here, and we saw him pull right into the Burger King drive-thru. Oh, no, hold on. I'm sorry. We saw him order from his phone. It's a pro move.
Very funny.
I like to think that he got, a walk.
Salad.
Ooh, nice BK salad.
Shut up, Kendall.
It's funny, if you go to a McDonald's now, their opening line is are you ordering through the mobile app? I'm like, I'm here.
What do you think this is?
Yeah, hold on.
Sorry, guy behind me.
No,
I gotta get the app.
People order it. I don't know. Well, I don't say it at my job. I just say, "What can I get for you?" And they're like, "Hey, I have this under the name of Todd." I'm like, all right, drive your ass up, bro.
Is it Todd from the disc golf shop?
Yep, he comes in all the time. He gets an original chicken sandwich meal.
God, I feel like this is a HIPAA violation.
Nope, he gets an original chicken sandwich meal, and it comes up for a cup of vanilla ice cream.
Wow.
That's Todd's order.
So, if you're listening at home, if you want to have the Todd meal, head to a local Burger King.
Kyle, I have a question for you.
What's up, man?
How often does somebody order the Impossible Whopper with bacon?
Like once a day.
That's so funny to me.
You think the meat is better?
I tell you what, guys. Though, I mean, Massey, did you ever end up going to visit Kyle at work?
Nope.
You guys have to, when Kyle's working one day, you guys have to go in there and have to make you stacker fries. It is incredible. I mean, they're very rich because the stacker sauce is there. But it's just fucking he just makes French fries with stacker sauce, cheese, and fucking bacon on it, and they are so good.
I once gave a friend of mine a whole bag of stacker sauce. Never used it.
That's not true.
He filled his pool with it.
And I'd be much more prone to use it now.
Hey, you guys ever watched this like Facebook content creator from Australia named Shammy?
No.
I don't think so.
So Kendall, you would really like what they did. So they bought this like big like mansion like in this like on this big acreage of property, kind of like on the farmland of excuse me, on like the farmland of Australia. So they have like all this privacy,
Mhm.
and so they unattached their well, like the pumps from their well, so that they didn't use any water from their well, and they hooked it up to 40 kegs of beer, and every faucet dumped out beer for a whole day.
That is so ridiculous.
Like they just had like a huge party, and like all the bathrooms had like bathtubs filled with beer, and so like you'd be sitting in a bathtub of like Miller Lite, and then you would just like open the faucet, and like fresh Miller Lite would come out.
It's awesome.
They had like a theme too in every room, so like one of the bathrooms would just put like palm trees and stuff, and it was like Corona coming out of it.
Such a good idea.
Like Kendall, could you imagine how frustrated you'd be every time you pissed and had to flush it?
Yeah, I mean, I would have to just go to the bathroom outside to make sure that I didn't waste.
Think how much beer they wasted, though.
I know. I mean, there's no way they could really do a good job, consuming. But it's the novelty.
Speaking of beers, you guys want to review yours?
I just had a water.
That means I'll
I
drink
had a Citrus Sunset from Stony Creek Brewery.
Where are they?
They're in Canada.
They're right outside of Hartford.
Yep. I've reviewed this before. It's a very good beer, not too strong. It's tasty, not too hoppy. It's 6.6 alcohol, so I only had one tonight because last week I had 3 mega juices on air, and it didn't work out so well for me.
Nice. Kendall?
I had a ginger ale and Crown Royal. Couldn't think of it for a second. In a travel mug from leftover from Saturday. It was very good. The carbonation dissipated, so it was more of a smoother drink. For you whiskey and soda drinkers, I'm sure you add this to your repertoire. And
Yeah, for all the Fireball and Mr. Pibb drinkers out there.
yeah,
You know what? Where can I find Mr. Pibb?
Mr. Pibb is just like Dr. Pepper, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's better.
How do you know that?
Because I've had both.
So then you would know where Mr. Pibb is.
It's at Frankie's. That's really the only place I know.
Massey, did you have any adult beverages?
I did. I had a super duper double Citra.
Whoa.
Nice. How was it?
It was pretty good. Enjoyed.
Excellent. I did not have an adult beverage. I enjoyed a Liquid Death.
Hey, nice canned water.
Liquid Death lime.
Whoa.
You want to know what's funny? I still have one of those in my fridge, I think, from the Weekend
Philly.
at Kendall's thing.
Really?
No, that was
Whatever it was, it's been in my garage for a while and made its way to the fridge.
I brought a 12-pack of the Philly, 12-pack of the Liquid Death to Philly when we, the first time we played the disc golf course out there, when we went up there.
Maybe that must be what it's from.
We brought a bunch of beer, so I brought a bunch of canned water slammed in between car trips.
Hey, you had a boy there, Paul.
I'm behind.
White Sox. I'm sorry. I'll let you watch it.
Oh, wrong game.
Royals tied it. Sorry.
I'm watching the 1996.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Royals broke the Dodgers' win streak.
Don't start talking sports now, Kyle.
Yeah.
We never got a chance to talk to him in the first place.
No, we talked fantasy football.
Yeah.
Nope. Souls get the hiccups.
Yeah, I didn't hiccup.
All right. Kendall,
Yes.
does PPRN have shows still?
They do. They do. The Peter Pinot Show, the flagship show of the station, Wednesdays at 7:30. every other Saturday is Mixtape Saturday, just coming off a big bash. So in a week's time, stay tuned for the lineup. Anytime that there's not shows on, it's music. So tune in.
Or Dan Reeves is talking.
We're still waiting on Dan Reeves. TBD.
Probably should start your own show called the Dan Reeves Show.
You should pitch it to Peter.
No, you should.
Yeah, I mean, I have to pitch your show.
Yeah, you talk to him. He'll say yes to you before he says yes to me.
Mock,
Yeah.
where can they find us?
Find us on Facebook and Instagram at Getting Sports with Drunk. Twitter is at GSWD_4.
Make sure you use the hashtag GSWD for all your daily uses, whether it's, probably incorrectly ranking comedic actors or, being Kyle.
Like, comment, subscribe on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify.
Wherever you find internet and radio podcasts, you find us. We'll maybe we'll break down some of our friend group draft next week. We'll do like a little NFL draft show type of thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But until then, I'm your host, Cupcake the Riddler.
I'm Mark.
Walkable.
No.
I'm Ramen Meatball Souls.
The Master Chris Massey.
And the Rat of a Red Baron.
Suck.